What a beautiful afternoon for some football. So pleased that you could join us today. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know. As we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing on their first play. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
2nd and 10 now. Completed over the middle. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 15. Buys time, rolling right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side is an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next? You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
The give here on 2nd. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here's Milton. This is complete to Murray. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! The Jets don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Ready? 79 Broncos.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Finds him on the slant. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Let's go.
Pass didn't work on second. Let's see how that affects this third down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Still inches to go on third down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll try to do it himself. And he touches him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal.
Set.
They'll try and punch it in. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers tie this game 7-7. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on first down. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 10. And that is a touchdown. The Jets need only one to take the lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
A tight end in motion now. Blown back, it's the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Bronco switch. Set, go.
Back to the well again. Has some space inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They give it to him again. Is in. Touchdown. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Marvin Mims. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Only 1 play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. They go play action on 1st. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throwing deep down the near side. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement for us on our fight.
Back
for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They start out 2nd and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Finds Mims. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch, just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Set. Ready.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing now, Milton. Wilson's got it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. That one's complete, right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. Milton back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Cut out left. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Milton now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Milton. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. He's contained at the line for no gain. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. The Buccaneers need some big yards in a hurry.
Set up. 19 tight, 19 tight. Set up.
From his own end zone on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. In his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To throw, Milton. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now Milton to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the defender comes away with it. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motion man sent left.
Go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Here's Milton. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he's in. Touchdown! The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets double their lead to 14. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Has this at the 6. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
Ready up.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Hut.
Getting right back to it after that interception. That hit affected that throw, and it sails out of bounds, incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Come on.
Looking to the air here. Flush down out to his left. Bouncing football. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. Spins out of 1 stop. Has a hole left, room to run. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. Well, he is one of those players, Brock. We've seen teams sometimes kick away from him, and it's because of his ability to turn any punt return into 6.
Some of these elite returners, Kate, they just have a vision that's different. They can see things happening before the rest of us, and then you've got to have that elite explosiveness as well to go punch it in for 6.
Extra point attempt coming up. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Bucks get lined up, and they will kick this away. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Ready. Street.
They put a receiver in motion right. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And a huge Wow, a very good eye. The ball was loose before he was down after all, and this is a fumble.
Go.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Here's Milton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And he's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. It's 4 yards on 2nd and goal. Now they'll only need 3 on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. In motion right is Mims. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. They'll throw it. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Another carry for him. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Jets parlay the interception into points. That one right down the middle. And the Jets continue piling on to this lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
On the set.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Okay, break.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Ready?
They're going play action. Connects with the open man downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much. The Bucks get lined up, and they will kick this away. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my. That's going to place the ball at the 40-yard line. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Go!
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running this one left. Escapes a defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run here on first down. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Jets have the football, and they are in great shape with a sizable lead. Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Tag. Ready.
Going to the ground again on first. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go now.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
On the jump.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Tight.
Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll come out throwing. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jets are going to take over after the interception. Now, in that spot, Brock, I think his first priority is just getting a throw of some kind of way and avoiding the safety, right?
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. And I know it's so easy for us up here in this comfy booth, armchair quarterback, but you can't ever relax when you're reading the coverage just because you're worried about taking a safety. You still got to stand, you got to deliver, and you got to take care of the football.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
And they'll kneel this down. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Go.
And they'll take a knee.
Here we go.
4th down now. Another kneel would stop the clock and turn it over. Let's see what they do here. And on fourth down, they're going to kneel this one down.
Ready, set.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
And he's going to take a knee.
Go. Hunt.
And they'll kneel this down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. 5 DBs out there for the Jets. 3rd down.
Get up.
And they'll take a knee. A conversion unlikely, but the offense is going for it. 4th and 13. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh no, they get him yet again. He's out in the clear. And the Jets get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense. You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock. Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back, and this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect the timeout coming any moment now.
Go.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a road win for the Jets. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a well-earned win for the Jets, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.